Hi guys, and welcome to the last month of this year. I am so excited, and this month I'm going to try to make a little bit different kinds of looks because I realized when I edited all last month's videos that I was wearing so much purple. You have to have gotten sick of me wearing purple by now. So yeah, today I'm wearing some greens and we're going to talk about that later. We have a very exciting update today. This update is for the Pannerspan, where I have 10 panners that I'm working on and 10 products for those panners, or 10 goals or whatever. Some people have more of a goal than an actual product attached to them, but you'll see when we get there. If I sound a little bit weird, it's because I'm sick and I will probably have to cut a lot in this video because I will probably cough a lot. So I'm sorry for that, but I wanted to do this update. Anyway, let's go into this update because we have a lot to talk about. I'm going to go pretty fast through the panners because after that, when bringing in someone new, I have a lot to explain and to show. So, so let's get started with Taylor Buell. For her, I have a Pan That palette in order. I have this Solar Cycle palette from ZC. So I will pop up a picture of how it looked last time, and this is what it looks like right now. So as you can see, I have not hit another pan. I do have a little bit of a dip going on. I hope that shows. I have used it 6 additional times for a total of 8 times, and that's not bad, I would say, for a lavender shade. Like I said, I have worn a lot of purples, and again, I'm so sorry I used so much purple last month in the updates. But yeah, this month I'm really going to try to make different kinds of looks. I do have a new palettes that are really inspiring me, but more about that later. But yeah, I used it 6 additional times for a total of 8 times. This will probably stay in for quite some time actually. Well, I mean, I'm trying to actually hit pan in all of the shades, but this specific shade I think is going to stay for quite a while before I have pan in it, which is a little bit kind of worrisome because I thought I would use it a lot more, and now I'm beginning to really kind of fret this blue here. It's going to take such a long time. Yeah, but let's see. Then moving on to Sarah Rose, and for her I don't have a product. Like I said, some people I have more of like goals for, and for Sarah Rose I wanted to repurpose 40 items or items in 40 different ways. So as of the last update, I had repurposed 24 items, and this month I have actually repurposed 6 more items. I didn't think I had, but it's probably because I'm late with this update and I haven't done it in quite some time. So let's go through them. I used a baked highlighter as an eyeshadow. They're, gorgeous for eyeshadows. I mean, a highlighter, it's basically glitter or shimmer, so of course it will look good on your eyes. They can be more or less sparkly, and I tend to use the more sparkly ones that I don't gravitate towards to use on my cheeks. I often use those as eyeshadows. I really like it that way. Then I used another highlighter as an eyeshadow. I used an eyeshadow as a contour. If you have watched my Beauty A to Z project pan, I have a brown shade in there that I'm trying to hit pan on, and I've begun using that as a contour, and it actually works pretty well. I'm not wearing it today. I forgot about it. But yeah, it worked really well. So I have been doing that a few times, but I'm only counting it as one time. It has to be different things or, for different purposes to be counted here. And then I used another eyeshadow as a contour as well to try it out. And maybe I actually mixed them together. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, I did it twice with 2 different shades. Then I had a gold highlighter that I used on my lips. It looked horrible, so I'm not doing that again. And then I used a blush palette on my eyes, and it looked beautiful. It was from Kik's own brand, the Beauty Act, I think. And I got it in an advent calendar, and I gotta say, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. So I can't wait to use it. I've used it on my cheeks as well. it just looks amazing. And using it on my eyes as well as on my cheeks, it really ties it together. It's so like soft and nice. And I don't think I have any other peach blushes, which this definitely had like 1 or 2 peaches in it. And yeah, it was beautiful, and I can't wait to use it again and have it in a project pan. So as of today, I have now repurposed 30 out of the 40 items that I wanted to repurpose for Sarah Rose. So we are continuing along, although I am feeling like it's getting harder and harder because I have used so many things that I wanted to use in different ways that I'm not sure of what to use next, you know. So yeah, we'll see how long this will take me. But that was for Sarah Rose. Let's move on to the next panner, which is Louise Poston, and I have a hair perfume for her. I have used this quite a lot this month. I've used it 12 times for a total of 59 times. So that's not bad at all. This is from Sacajuan. I really enjoy it. I'm wearing it today. It's a very nice scent, but I do feel like it gives a pretty strong scent, so I wouldn't mix it with too many other scents. And my goal is to use it up. Next up, we have Shauna. I had a shampoo bar for her, and I say had because I have just used it up. I used it up yesterday, and I gotta say I really like this. This still smells like cinnamon, and yeah, I really enjoyed it, but it took way less times than it should have. I think these are marketed for like 40 to 80 uses. And yes, I have long hair, but I've only used it 17 times in total. 17 times is not bad. It's not bad, but I'm not sure I would spend that money when I don't get more uses out of it. Although I will say I really did like it. It was something with this in combination with like a head massager, and my hair has been looking so much better lately. I'm not sure it's because of this one, but who knows. So Shauna is rolling out, and the next panner is Paula from A Beauty Guru Made Me Do It. I have this night mask or cleansing mask from Mud Masky. I think I've only used it, once for a total of 14 times. So I could barely do another mark here, but as you can see, I could make another mark, so that's good. Yeah, I just need to use it more. I have to remember to use it, but you know, I often forget. Then we have CM. She has panned this whole palette from Too Faced called the Natural Matte. I wanted to hit pan on Lace Teddy. This was how it looked like last time, and this is what it looks like today. So you can see a little bit of a pan there. The dip, I would say, is pretty huge. Like I have definitely used more around this one. I haven't just focused the brush in here or anything, so I can see that I have used this quite a lot. I used this 8 times this month for a total of 41 times to hit pan. And I'm very glad to say that I have 3 pans in this right now. Too Faced is so hard to hit pan on. I think this is one of 2 palettes, and I thought it would only be the mattes that were hard pressed, but I've actually been working on a shimmer in another palette, and that was actually quite hard to hit pan on as well. A lot harder than other shimmers that I've been working on. So yeah, you get a lot for your money, I guess. Then we have Jessica Payne. She is doing the 100 uses project pan, where she tries to use things 100 times. And I chose my Milano lip gloss for this purpose. Now this is a very big lip gloss. I haven't used it that much this month. I've only used it 5 times for a total of 37 times out of the 100. So she's staying, definitely. I am so stoked though to be able to squeeze this. I could do that last time as well, but I'm still kind of amazed that I have such good progress from this year. This is definitely something I want to use up for the next year. Then we have AB or ABB or whatever. I chose this huge conditioner with a huge B here because ABB, you know. lots of bees there. So I have just used this up. I really enjoyed it. I don't know if it's because the other conditioners I've tried lately have been really bad, so this, you know, stands out because I needed it for my hair, or if it's really good in general. But I've used it 4 times for a total of 11 times to finish it off. For Laura Force, I chose a blush trio from ABH. And this is so pigmented, but my goal is to hit pan on this. So it's pigmented, it's pretty hard pressed, I think. So it takes time, it takes time. I've used it 7 additional times for a total of 15 times. And yeah, it's just going to take a very long time. But if I haven't told you this in this video, my goals are pretty hard in this project. It's a very chill project. I don't feel like I have to roll anything out. I will always bring in at least 1 panner every time. But I want at least 10 panners. So yeah, today I'm just, you know, heads up, I'm going to show you how crazy I am with the new panners rolling in, because this is staying, but we have Shauna rolling out, CM, and maybe 1 more, yeah, Abby. So we have 3 panners rolling out, but we have 1 panner more before we get to that, and that is Makeup and Perfume, and I wanted to use up a full-size perfume, or I think it's full-size. It's from the Rituals. It's the Rose de Shiraz. Yes, I got it right. This is the first time I remembered it. So this is a perfume from the Rituals. And you can see the front of it as well. I think it's gorgeous, elegant, all of that. I always say it because I always get very happy and I feel so sophisticated and elegant when, you know, touching it and looking at it. Like, I really like it. And you can see that we're down to here, but I've only used this twice this month, so that's not very good. It's not very good. But, you know, we have a long time to finish this, you know, until I just don't want to do this project anymore, I guess, because this has no end date, which is why I can be chill while bringing in very hard products. And I guess my goal every month is to have at least 1 use on all of these products, but you know me, I want to have rollouts. I want to use things more. I get inspired and I just want to use more. So I often do more than just one usage on everything. But yeah, 3 things are rolling out. Crazy, and it's getting crazier because you haven't seen nothing yet, okay? So, what shall we bring in first? Let's bring in the most easy product, I would say, or the most like straightforward one. This is for the panner Daily Dose of Sparkle. I've watched some of her projects and yeah, who doesn't love a little bit of sparkle in their lives? So I chose this Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Set. This is a setting spray. I think most of you have seen this. But I haven't used it. I think, you know, dewy isn't really my look, but I think I've been looking pretty, I don't know, dry or plain or something lately. So right now I'm like, I'm totally fine with actually using a little bit of a dewy setting mist, I think. We'll see. But look at this. This is so sparkly. It's the sparkliest thing I've ever seen. So I was like, this is for her. I'm going to try to use it up eventually. Just look at how sparkly that is. Oh. Just the packaging is every girl's dream, right? It's, yeah, it's really sparkly, but it's kind of semi see-through. I can see the product through here, but it's not the shimmer. Like the shimmer and glitter, that's all the packaging. So I have no idea how this will look, but yeah, I'm very excited for this. I've just recently received some Anastasia Beverly Hills products, so it's really nice to be able to try her out because they are very expensive. So whenever I get something like this in an advent calendar, I'm really happy because I wouldn't spend that money otherwise. So getting it in an advent calendar is kind of my way of trying them out and stuff. So that one was the easy one. Now let's move on to some harder goals. The next panner is It's Just Steph, and her favorite brand is Odin's Eye. And I have just bought all the 4 Christmas palettes from the Odin's Eye collection, like their limited edition Christmas bundle, you know. And okay, so here's the story behind these. 2 of these were released last year. These 2. And I was so close to buying this Christmas Eve palette because it's so beautiful. I love the color story, but then I was like, it's too blue. I wouldn't really use it. On the other hand, I am cool toned, like maybe I would use it. I don't know, but it's so gorgeous. So I was like, okay, I don't know if I want to do it. It's very expensive. They're like $43 or something. And then I put it on my Christmas list, but they sold out and stuff, so I didn't get it. And I have been thinking about this the whole year, and I was like, I'm so sad that I didn't buy it. Because even if I wouldn't use it that much, I think I would have been very happy when using it, and just having it and seeing the color story, it's just, I'm so happy that I got it now. Then this one, they also released, and I was looking at this, and I was like, okay, I love the packaging. It's very Christmassy with the greens and reds, but, well, I have to address one thing. I'm a little bit annoyed with them having the shimmer here instead of there, because it just messed up the pattern of, you know, every other one being a shimmer and every other being a matte. But the shades are really nice. I felt like it was a little bit too dark and a little bit too warm for me. So I wasn't really planning on buying this last year at all, I think. But anyway, I couldn't get any of them, so I didn't buy them. Which leaves us with this year, where they released 2 new palettes, and they sold all of these in a bundle. And first we have the Hey Reindeer palette. This doesn't look very festive to me. It doesn't really look like a winter palette or a holiday palette to me. And this makes me feel like I would actually use this one more than the others, even though I don't feel like I love this color story. Like when I look at it, I feel like it's pretty, what can I do with it? Like, I don't get that inspired, but when somebody swatched this, I was like, some shades in here I've never seen before. I don't know if it was this one or if it was this one or something, but they just swatched them and I was like, I've never seen anything like it. And it goes for all of these palettes, I think, have shades that I don't have in any other palette. Maybe because I don't have too many colorful palettes, but I feel like these really add something different to my collection, both color-wise and, formula-wise and stuff. And I really wanted to try out their newer formula because people have been really raving about the new formula and that they were a lot better than the older ones. And I have a lot of their older palettes, so I was like, okay, I really wanted to try them out, but I was not interested in the Jewels palettes. I wasn't interested in the Hella palettes. Like the first one was nice, but it was just too green for me, and I was a little bit burnt out with the green, so I was like, no, let's not take that one either. I was only interested in the Planet Spirit palette, which I bought in that, YouTube collab. And I bought that one and I was really happy with it. So yeah, I think I will actually get the most use out of that one. That was all I was going to say. And I gotta say, I was so inspired by some swatches. And this was my favorite color story. This is the Snow Dream palette. This is so bright and fun. And when I saw both of these, I would say, from this year, I was like, this is really different from last year, but they still have this, especially this one. It really gives me Christmassy and wintry vibes without being too dark or too traditional. Like it's got the reds and greens, like it's traditional, but it's got the other shades as well. So I feel like this is the ultimate Christmas or wintry color story for me. actually, because it's so bright and I don't usually go for darker shades. So I was like, oh, I really want to use this. But after I bought the whole bundle, people were like, oh, this is the worst palette and it doesn't have any good formula and blah, 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 whatever. And I was like, no, this was the nicest one. I really, really want it to work. I'm wearing it today. It's working fine. I don't know, like maybe I haven't tried it enough, or I haven't tried other things enough. But so far so good. I really like it. Like I said, I wanted to address my look today. I'm all over the place, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm wearing a lot of the greens and some reds underneath my eyes, and I am so happy. I'm also trying a few new techniques. So I've been using tape to get that wing. Thank you so much, Caitlin, for showing all of the get ready with me's, because it's really inspired me. So yeah, I used tape. I've also used a brush for my foundation, like my liquid foundation. Never done that before. It wasn't a hit, but it turned out beautifully. You know, once I went over with a sponge afterwards, it really turned out beautiful. So, you know, maybe I would do it again, but probably not. And then I'm wearing a red lipstick, which is like nothing I would ever go for. This is the first time I actually like having a red lipstick. Maybe it's because of the green, and maybe it's because my foundation and everything like goes together in that direction. And I was like, well, I really want to wear a red today. Maybe it would work. And so I just abandoned all of my Project Pan lipsticks and stuff, and I reached for a red from Odin's Eye, and I put it on, and I was like, it works. It works. Maybe it doesn't look as red anymore now when I've been talking so much. But yeah, I think it's the first time I've ever enjoyed a red on my lips. But anyway, I love these ones. I was wearing it for the first time today. I really love how this look turned out. I got so many ideas when I saw people swatch these, and I've watched people do looks with these. And the interesting thing is that I talked myself out of buying this like 4 or 5 times in the 2 days leading up to their release. I was like, do I want it? Yes. But you know, $43 is a lot. Well, it will be a bundle price, so the price will be lower. And then I got it 10% off, and I was like, okay. It's still more than I am comfortable with, really. Like, I wouldn't go out and buy something for $40 or $35 normally. But I know that I have been thinking about this the whole year, and I don't want to go the whole year thinking about all of these and being sad that I didn't get them, you know, because these are really lovely. And now when I've been, you know, using it for the first time, I am so happy I got them. But I was like, no, I'm not going to get them. They're too expensive. But then I was looking at the color stories and the swatches, and I was like, this is actually something different from what I have. So maybe I would buy them. And then I was like talking myself out of it, because I don't really need everything. Just because I don't have it doesn't mean I have to get it, you know? And then I was like, yeah, but I do want it. And finally I was getting like creative again. And you guys have probably noticed in my videos, I have been going very kind of natural. Well, maybe not natural, but I haven't been as adventurous this year as I was last year, which is a shame, but I just haven't been that inspired to do my eyeshadow. I've been loving using eyeshadows, but I've been using so much browns and mauve shades. I love that, but I haven't been adventurous and really, you know, played around with a lot of colorful makeup lately. So when I was actually seeing the swatches for these, I was like, those 2 shades could go really well together, and that's nothing I would have thought about on my own. You know, if I didn't have this color story, I would never go for those kind of shades together. If I didn't see them swatched out like that, I wouldn't reach for them. And then I was like, well, those would go together too. Like, I got so creative and I got so happy. So in the end, I decided to actually buy them. So I have 4 palettes here, and for It's Just Steph, I want to use all of these, no pan left behind, and I want to hit a pan in every single one of these palettes. So basically a level up challenge on all of these for one person. I said I was going crazy, but I really do want to keep that pan in every palette going. So yeah, now when I have these, I have to hit pan on them naturally, you know. So yeah, what I'm wearing today is a combination of these two palettes, the Merry Christmas palette and the Snow Dream palette. I haven't touched these yet, so I am very happy to be playing around with these. And I thought if I could do this as my first video, I can really play around with this and you will be able to see those looks in the upcoming videos. So yeah, that's why I kind of wanted to do this video today. Okay, so that was panner number 2. Panner number 3 is Hailey O. I think she's Australian, and she recently made a video on how you could do your own or make your own advent calendars. And I've actually done that several times, both for myself, like last month. I actually filled up an advent calendar and I used, you know, that day's content that day when I did my makeup. So I could use all of my newer makeup and, you know, things I haven't tried that much. So I just opened one door every day and I used it while doing my makeup, and it was kind of a shop my stash idea, and I thought maybe I would do that for next year, like every month, I don't know. But that gave me the idea to fill an advent calendar with like one-time use items for Hailey O and use 24 product up for her. And I was thinking, this is the last month, so I could really go ham on this right now if I use some things that I would use like during winter, like bath bombs and face masks, which is kind of what I have in this one. So we're going to fill it together today. I have this huge, do you call it necessary? I don't know. And I have all of my products in here, and I'm going to fill these bags in here with you today, and you're going to see my thought process. So I also wanted to show you that I have like 6 bath bombs here, and I'm going to open this one because we are going to fill the advent calendar with these ones as well. So I'm thinking maybe I will take a bath tonight. So let's put in a bath bomb here in door number 1. Then after that, I might do a face mask. But the question is, do I want to do 1 face mask or 2 face masks? I think I want to do 2 because I haven't been exfoliating my face lately. So I'm going to use this peel off cucumber mask from Sense. I have 5 of these, so I really need to get going on these. It also feels like it's drying up a bit, like it's still a little bit soft. But yeah, I hope I can still use it. So how this will work is I'm going to open one door, and whenever I'm done with that door, I can open the next one. So if I can use several doors in one day, that's great, but I have to use them in order. So we have an exfoliating mask, so I would have like a soothing mask afterwards. This is from Eveline Cosmetics, the Aloe Vera Soothing Ampoule Mask. So I'm going to put that in door number 3. Then for door number 4, I'm going to have this bath bomb. I only have these wrapped bath bombs, so nothing from Lush, I think, because I don't want these to get all, you know, messed up inside. So this is for door number 4. And then I think I'm just going to alternate like face masks with bath bombs. So whenever I take a bath, I can also do like a face mask. So here's a bath bomb. Do you guys actually do like a face mask while you're taking a bath? Because I'm thinking maybe that's not, this is a bubble mask, by the way. I haven't tried these before, but these are like going to make like bubbles or foam or something when they're done, like before you take them off. So it intrigued me. But anyway, my question was, if you actually do that, do face masking or masking overall while you take a bath. Because to me, it seems like you would have to time your bath then. And then it's not as relaxing. You can't be there as long as you want, maybe. But let me know how you do it, because yeah, I've been thinking about it. So here's another bath bomb. I can't really smell through the packaging either, so I can't say what it actually smells like. Here's an avocado mask from Korea. I'm going to have a small bath bomb here, and I'm going to have another small bath bomb because I do think I want them together in one bath because they're so small. So that's for day 10 and 11. And afterwards, I might do this face mask again, and then another sheet mask to kind of soften afterwards and soothe. Then I'm going to take maybe a little bit of a break, let's say, and I'm going to have this bath essence, and I think I can use this in 2 baths or maybe even 3. So it's going to take me a little bit of extra time to use this up, but at some point I have to do it, so I'm putting it in here. Then I'm going to take from Pure Derm. This is the Aloe Collagen Mask. I'm going to put that in door number 15. I do have like 2 other kinds of products, but I want them in the end, I think. So we're going to take another gold bath bomb for 16. The Icing Sweet Bar Sheet Mask. This is so cute packaging from Buell, or whatever it's called. Buell. Oh, it's so cute. And another bath bomb. A sheet mask, another bath bomb, and then I'm going to place this face mask from the Body Shop in here. I think I have like 2 uses in this one. And so the second time I'm using this, I can also use this sheet mask afterwards because it is a little bit harsher. So of course I want the sheet mask afterwards. And that's kind of what I'm always doing. Like whenever I have a clay mask or something, my face will feel a little bit dry after, and then I just want a sheet mask. For the 2 last days, we have a sheet mask, and then we have a little perfume. So we're going to place this here. So this is going to take maybe 2 weeks or something, maybe 1.5 weeks if I use it daily. So I'm going to place that in door number 24, and that is going to be our like hardest product, let's say. So there we have it. We have 24 products in here. It's crazy, and that is for one person. That is for Hailey. So that was finally everything. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and then I'll see you in the upcoming videos of this month. Hopefully you will see a lot of bright, colorful makeup, and yeah, hopefully I will get well as well, so my voice sounds a little bit better. But anyway, that is it for today. I hope you'll have a fantastic evening. Bye!